You just mentioned the teacher with the
Mhm.
example of the eggs and her not being really receptive to your consulting, your
Mhm.
critique of her teaching style. Is that often the case? Like when you're brought in to kind of advise these organizations and school systems on like what you're teaching is offensive or it's not culturally appropriate?
Oh, I think no, there's always going to be some. Even when I was in the classroom, there's always a little, a couple kids that just really want you to, see those gotcha moments. But being a seasoned teacher, I don't let that get to me. I always feel like if they're uncomfortable, that's good. I struck a nerve in them to really reflect on what they are doing and the harm that they're causing. My approach that I used to do is like my stories, and just showing how some families don't understand idioms because of where they're from. And I even had the story of just sharing that it's okay, you're going to step in it, but it's good to get checked. You have to check and correct. And so when you do get checked, it's good to, take your lumps and say, wow, I need to learn. Jebeh is really here to help me and help my students. And the ones that aren't there, LaTroy, they're not there. They're ready to be done. I've got my big Tupperware bin from 1996. You can't tell me anything. You're going to notice there's going to be more pushback from those kids. And it's not the kids are uncomfortable and the kids are, trying to verbalize that, no, that's not okay. That's not right. Why are we still talking about Columbus when we could be talking about the indigenous people? When the kids are starting to question you really need to go back and think, wow, this lesson isn't working as well as I thought it did. Maybe I could use the resources that Jebeh has sent me, to do something that's more appropriate for this day and age. I think goes a long way. But the majority of the folks that I've worked with have come to me multiple times for help and guidance and coming back with great results of, yeah, the teachers are really using the methods because it's simple, it's practical, and, it's everyday things that they can implement in their classroom.
Mhm.
pushplaypods.com